Welcome to Sports Fishing on the Fly with Brent Schlenker. The gold-ribbed hare's ear has been around for over 100 years. It is arguably one of the most productive nymphs ever created. Let's get the materials ready for this great fly. We are using a Mustad C49S curved hook size 10 with a 3/32 inch gold bead. Tying with a tan thread is size 8/0. The tail is hare's mast fibers. Ribbing is number 16 Unimylar. The body is hare's ear and dark dun hairtron. The wing case is pearl braid. The thorax is spun in extra fine wire or dubbing loop.
Well, welcome to the bench again, folks. This little gold rib hare's ear is such a great fly over the years, and actually it's been around a long time and produced one of the best producers out there for sure. So I'll just go over how I tie my hare's ears, and maybe something on here you like to try a little different. I'm just using a small bead on this one. You can go a little larger bead if you like. You want to get her down the current a little more. I usually like to fish my nymphs basically unweighted. I'm using a small one here, just kind of balance my fly out a little bit. I kind of like it riding a little bit of an angle, like the natural emergence of a mayfly. Okay, so we'll come in here at the hare's mask. We want to come in here right in the face part of it here. It's getting picked out on mine. I got another one here. Go a long way. Get our nice little marked guard hairs off that. I'm going to pull off the under fur, and that'll come back in a minute. Use that for the thorax. 8/0 thread. I'm just tying the tail coming around the corner. I like using these curved hooks a lot. They just give the fly a little more character. You can use your straight nymph hooks too. Okay, then I'll get the mylar tinsel. It's actually does not stretch. Good for ribbing material. You can use flash booze net, but they do stretch, so you won't get quite the same effect. That's all you got. Go ahead. Use what you got. Okay, now I'm going to use this in natural dark hare's ear and the hair trunk. Now you can do the bodies thick or thin. That depends if you're trying to imitate the clingers or the burrowing nymphs. Get my rib out of the way. So it's important to get our tapers and our two-thirds at the back. I know when I started tying nymphs, it was not good. I was not spending enough time on them. They looked so easy, and I just rushed through them. I wasn't getting the proper taper or the proponents that were needed. I'm going to need the 2/3 at the back, 1/3 at the front for the thorax. I'm going to take my little brush here, and I'm just going to brush out that hair trunk. This is why I like using it. It looks so good in the water. It looks a lot like gills. Preen it back. Okay, now I'll get my wing case. You can use turkey quills, what it called for originally. I'm using the pearl braid. I like using that a lot on my nymphs. Throw a 1/2 inch in here. Let me grab some of my extra fine wire. Now, if you're not using Norvise, what I'm doing, I use a little brush method here. You can always just do a dubbing loop. A 1/2 inch in there. Okay, now this is a dark dun hair trunk. And I'll take my a little bit of that fur that I had under fur from the tailing material. And I'll just blend that up. Do that in your hands. Just get it back and forth a little bit. You want those fibers from that under fur to get really nice legging. spin that here like so. I'll just bring my brush in. I want to pick that out a little bit. Thin that down. There we go. Now, come at the rear. I keep preening that back as I go to get my legs coming back nice off the side. Underneath. Tie that off. Come over my wing case. Lay my scissors on top of the bead. And just whip finish that off on my whip finish tool. Tie it off. We'll put some head cement on that, make it as durable as we can. Instead of weighting my nymphs, a lot of times I'll put my put some split shot ahead on the tippet knot. I find I like to do that. My nymphs kind of behave a little more naturally in the water. I let either my fly line or that little bit of split shot get them down there. Some guy told me, he said the difference, where I heard it, but he said the difference between a good fly and a great fly is usually about one split shot. Just got to get them down where they got to be. So that gives a pretty nice leg underneath and good body in the top. Pretty happy with that. Great little fly. The gold rib hares ear is just a staple pattern. You'll want to definitely have these in your fly box with different colors and sizes. You can imitate a lot of different food sources down there. I've caught fish that's right up to size 2s in these and used them for dragonfly nymphs years ago. They work just fine. So they can go anywhere from 18s if you want to tie them that small, right up to big ones. So, but typically you're going to be 8s, 12s, 14s. Okay, 12s and 14s would be my common goal. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you again real soon.
We thank Brent for bringing us this great fly. Thanks for joining us today. Check our website for more videos and TV episodes. Make sure to visit our online store for some exclusive products.